All right. I need to I need to start off the post game here apologizing. I need to start off by saying that I'm sorry. And the reason why I'm sorry is I lied. I lied to you guys. In the Game 5 preview, the entire preview, I kept saying, they're going to win. I think they're going to win. I feel confident. Deep down inside, I felt nervous. I felt like this wasn't going to end well. I'll be very honest with you. After I lied, even though I did lie. I'll be honest, I did lie. I didn't feel confident going into this game. I really didn't. And now we're in a spot. Oh, God, are we in a spot? We're in a spot where this team has a chance. You thought 2-0 was good? Oh, wait a second. Let's make this interesting because maybe. I'm telling you right now, I could promise you right now, if they blow this, you forget about it. Going into Raleigh, I'll be straight up right now. I'm not even going to lie. Not even going to sugarcoat. I said it on the recap in the Garden. If you didn't watch that, I said it then. I have no faith rolling into Game 6. I have zero faith. And why should I? You lost Game 4, and you gave them every ounce of momentum, and they finally win a road game in your building. The power play, they let Carolina get their power play comfortable. Granted, it didn't matter tonight, but now the lack of winning from them on the road in the Garden, kiss it goodbye. Can't hold on to that anymore. So I'm pretty much of the mindset of this is going 7 to begin with now. The question is what will happen? Because you know the saying, anything could happen in a Game 7. We'll cross that bridge when we get there because who knows? Maybe, just maybe I end up being wrong. But tell me in the chat, is this going 7? Am I out of line? Because I think this is a no-brainer going 7, right? Which, by the way, leave a like on your way into the post-game show here. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We're going to get a lot of people watching this. It's a game they lost, so. And yeah. I got confident, too. Stupid me. Stupid me. Vegas went up 3-0, but 1-6. That was the Western Conference Finals last year. And who knows? Maybe. But I'll tell you right now, whew, is it ugly? And this is why I said as well. I said after Game 3, or at Game 2 it might have been. I said at one point that I will be worried when Carolina starts scoring skillful goals instead of just deflections and stuff. Game 4, that's what we saw. And that's why it crept into my head that this might become a series. But hey, you gotta lose 2 to win 6, right? That was my prediction after all. And they got booed off the ice. And I agree with this, but again, cross that bridge when we get there. Remember in the pregame when we talked about the top 6 showing up tonight? Good one. This is just, it's honestly beyond the point of an overreaction. It's ridiculous. It's borderline insane what this team does. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, this is what you're getting right now. Adam Fox, I don't give a rat's ass if he's hurt because he's playing like garbage right now. He's playing like garbage. Sorry, no way around it. And this is the same thing we saw from him last year. Was he hurt last year too? Was he? I'm curious. From Vinny Trocheck, I just think they wanted it more in the third. Oh, they did. Not you guys when you were up 1-0 and you had a chance to end the series. They wanted it more. They did. They did. Okay. All right. From Chris Kreider. If you had told me, this might be the worst one of them all. If you had told me we'd be 3-2 against the second best team in the league with an opportunity to close it out, it's a pretty good spot to be in. So just go down there and be better, be more detailed, work for each other, and find a way to win a game. Wow. Okay. So, sure, let's be complacent now about the fact that, well, it's fine. We're winning the series. If you told me that going into it, it's fine. Aren't you the best team? Like, what happened to that? Where's the killer instinct? Where's the mentality of, we don't give a fuck? We're gonna beat your ass and bend you over night in and night out because we're fucking great. Where's that type of energy? And I get that they can't say stuff like that. I get it that they have to win with class and, carry their business with class. There is so many better ways to have worded the post-game quotes. Just simply saying stuff like, oh, well, we didn't play up to par, and this is 2 games now in a row. We all simply have to be like, I'm just paraphrasing. There are so many better ways to go about it. Jacob Trouba. Obviously, we want to close out the series, but we put ourselves in a position that we get a couple cracks at it. We played good games in Carolina. We know we can play in that building. We'll go down there and bring a better game. Oh my God. I'm borderline going insane. So, all right. So let's be okay, because you know what? They have another crack at it. Is that what the excuse will be if they drop game 6? I'd love to know that. There's another one from Trouba. I don't think we were planning on winning every game in a row here throughout these playoffs. How about the fact that you won 7 in a row? Maybe you should have started planning on it and planning to go undefeated, at least for the first 8 games. Oh my God. I want to take you guys back, because last year, this team got embarrassed by New Jersey. I think we're well aware of that at this point. Gerard Gallant, after Game 7, had a quote. He said, "Talent doesn't mean a thing. It's great to have talent, but when you've got to play together and work hard together." The 4 games that we lost, we had 2 goals. I am not a Gerard Gallant guy. You guys know that. I still think it was right for him to get fired. That quote hit so different tonight, and it's going to hit extra different if they drop the next 2. Maybe Gerard Gallant, though, was right to rip in the Panarin, because what the hell is going on here? What's going on? Braden Schneider out for lunch on that Jordan Staal goal. Out for lunch. The entire top 6. Not there. The third line. Let's just get possession and not put pucks on net. Same story that we've been talking about every single game this postseason. Fourth line. Cool. Rempe was back in the lineup. Don't care. Didn't play good. So, now what? So now we're going to rely on Phil Peel to jump in the lineup and be the saving grace, aren't we? All right. All right. Sure. I'm not here to blame the refs tonight. Nope. Not going to be me. Not going to be me. They did not deserve this whatsoever. Nope. I get they should have called the hooking penalty right before Carolina scored that second goal. Nope. Or it might have been the first goal. Regardless, nope. No. You don't have a right. No. There is zero right to complain about officiating tonight. Not going to be here for that. Sorry. That's not going to be me tonight. I just had... And Laviolette does not get a pass tonight either. I will say that. Why is this team playing so conservative with only a 1-goal lead? Can somebody explain that to me? It was straight from the school of Alain Vigneault hockey tonight, this one. Straight from the school. The only difference is you did not have Henrik Lundqvist to do acrobatics to bail your ass out. And I am not knocking Igor at all, and I'm not saying that it's Igor's fault at all. It's just more a compliment and a praise to how good Henrik Lundqvist was to be able to keep them in every single one of those games and will them to victory in those games and do the acrobatics to end up saving their asses. But Igor did not play a bad game by any means. Do I think maybe he should have stopped the first goal? Yeah, but I also think Braden Schneider shouldn't be out for a freaking walk and let Jordan Stahl walk right in. Why didn't Laviolette use the timeout? No idea. No idea. But, oh well. Oh well. I don't know if a timeout would have saved their ass tonight. I can tell you that right now. This was pathetic. The past two games, more so this one. At least last game, you could hang your hat on the fact that they played a solid second and third. Tonight, you got nothing to hang your hat on, man. I don't want to hear anything about Trouba's shorthanded goal. I don't. I can't believe I spent all that money, too. And yeah, you have Rosovic on the flyby there, too. Oh, God. So, are we at the point where Jones could be in the lineup, though? Like, when are we in the territory of Zach Jones being able to enter the lineup? Because Gustafsson... Yikes. Yikes. You gotta go to the blender, though, now, right? I feel like there's gotta be a change in lines. You gotta mix up the top six. I don't know what you do, though. I have zero clue what you do in terms of how you shake up that top six. But you gotta do something. Another underrated thing in general to, read this comment. Why was it mission impossible for this team to complete a line change throughout most of the night? At one point, they had 3 guys on the ice. I'm not even joking with you. Go back to the first period. I swear to God, they had 3 guys on the ice at one point because they couldn't complete a line change. Then the next shift after, they had 4 guys. If they drop 2 more, not only does the core have to go. Sorry, I want to fix the camera if it wants to focus tonight. Clearly not. Okay, great. There we go. If they drop 2 more, not only does the core have to go, Chris Drury. Sorry. Thumb point. Sorry, Chris Drury. Out with you. Out with you. It has to be that way, but we're not there. We're not there yet. That's a conversation. Maybe just under a week from now. Laviolette is not going anywhere. And quite frankly, I don't think Drury's actually going to go anywhere. But I'm just saying from the fact that he should. He should have to go if they end up dropping it. Heedle's not concussed again. They confirmed it. Also a reminder of 22 versus Tampa. I agree. And he's not going to go if they do this, because this is all a matter of if they do this. But I'm telling you right now, I'm already at the point where I'm sorry. I can't even pretend to have like the slightest amount of optimism rolling into Game 6. I can't even pretend. Like I did tonight. I'm sorry, but I can't pretend. And like I'm already on the mindset of, can they get it done in 7? And this is it too. Even if they do win in 7, even if they win in 6, mostly 7 though, at least win in 6, and it's not as bad of a look. But if you win in 7, yikes. Oh, that bridge looked jumpable tonight. Good question too. And that leads to my rant about the power play, because the power play plays dump and don't chase. Good idea. Good idea. Let's dump the puck and not chase it, because we don't want to work, because the other team wants it more. The other team just wants it more. What a joke, though. What a joke. That's it. I mean, if they win this series, the Panthers, but again, I have nothing. I have nothing to say. I got nothing tonight. I really don't. I'm just so fed up with this crap. I truly am. That's why I ended the live. That's part of why I ended the live when I was at the Garden. I had nothing to say. I was beyond speechless at the end of the game. Like, I've never been that speechless after a game before. And that's with them choking last year and the year before. Yes, the Devils last season, random. Will faith be renewed if they beat Carolina? Who knows? Who the hell knows? All I know is that they got to go improve it now. They got to go improve it. They have nothing. I have nothing good to say. I have nothing at all that's good to say. Any changes for Game 6? In terms of changes for Game 6, I mean, I'd like Jones in the lineup. It's not going to happen. I would like Edgerman. Not going to happen. I'd like a top 6 shakeup. Not going to happen. Okay, if that's what you think, then sure. This has nothing to do with the fact that the whistles were put away. What this has to do with is the fact that Brindamore made an adjustment and the Rangers just don't have an answer. Laviolette doesn't have an answer. And credit to Brindamore, because he found an answer, he made an adjustment, and now Carolina has momentum. It has nothing to do with the whistles. Sorry, just does not. What's my honest guess of what happens? Like I said before, I don't have faith going into game 6. That's my honest opinion. Is that I really don't have faith. I'd like to, but I don't. Because I just simply cannot. No. Nope. Not even entertaining the whole quick needs to start conversation. There is just no way. How could you have faith for real? More power to the people that do. Listen, I'm not going to tell you how to feel and tell you and like what to. I'm not going to tell you how to feel or anything like that, but God bless your soul is all that I could say. God bless your soul. I am the furthest thing from that right now. To me, they have to prove it. What adjustment? The break through they're breaking through the neutral zone a lot better. They're generating quality chances a lot better. They found an exploit in the D zone scheme that the Rangers play, and they're exploiting it. There was definitely an adjustment. I agree, Chris. And like I said, you got to earn that. You're at the spot where you have to earn the right for us to have faith now. Not saying we can't win, but to be confident is insane. That's kind of how I feel, Chris. Like, I don't know how anyone could be walking around like Randy with the wheelbarrow, the balls in the wheelbarrow, and think that this team is gonna go into Carolina and roll them. What a joke, though. Yeah, I mean, the Rangers just aren't forechecking well at all. They're not moving the puck well at all. Nothing. None of that. Do you guys want me to put the link in the chat to do call-ins? I'm only gonna do one at a time though. If I do call-ins tonight, I'm not gonna, just bring everyone on stream tonight. I want to do one at a time, and I would do rapid stuff. If you guys want to be on stream, let me know. Let me know if I should drop the link. If I was the coach, what would my adjustment be? I would want the team to play less conservative than they've been. They're sitting back way too much. That's the biggest adjustment. All right, I'm dropping the link in the chat if anyone wants in on the stream. Obviously, keep it stream appropriate. Otherwise, I will have to kick you off the stream, ban you from the chat, all of that stuff. But yeah, let's see what you guys have to say because I got nothing. Oh yeah, it's if anyone's a Yankee fan, oh yikes, yikes, they know this feeling all too well. Yeah, they thought they'd get away with it tonight, like earlier in the year. Not wrong. When they win 1-0, Jones is in the lineup. Well. But we're gonna bring in the first round of guests here. Let's go with it. Optic, what's going on?
Yo, what's up?
What's up is
Dude,
I'm
this is the
feeling
problem.
the
We have Matt Rempe playing 4 minutes. Edstrom could put up more minutes and like play better than Brzezinski. I don't know why he's not playing.
yeah, I don't get it either. Like as much as I like Rempe, he still just so raw to the league, and it's to the point where you gotta roll with a different lineup. You gotta roll with Edstrom at this point, or somebody different. I'm at the point where I might even be content with Blake Wheeler trotted out there. Like that's how depressed I'm feeling right now. Like I don't know.
I don't know. Schneider puck watching on that first goal pissed me off.
Oh, he was out for lunch on that goal. That was inexcusable. But yeah, do you have anything else to add? Because I'm gonna go quick here with these.
No, good talk.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you jumping in, Optic. Thank you for jumping in. Let's go to Luke now. Luke, what's going on?
Hello, Evan. How you doing? Other than with the game,
Man, I was deflated after the last game, feeling deflated now. Outside of that, I mean, I'm all right outside of that, but like that's where my emotion is right now, so it's hard to say. But how about yourself?
man, these games piss me off. Not even just because of the result of the game itself. It just reminds me just how fucking pathetic this franchise just is. It's a fucking original six franchise around for almost 100 years. Won 4 championships. Three of them were in like the 30s, and and now for 15 years, more than that, 20 years now, we're trying the same strategy of trotting a goalie out there to face 452 shots a game. Hope he makes all the saves possible, and then maybe score a goal or two. At least now we have some offensive talent, but then they disappear come playoff time. So what's the difference?
Yeah,
I've
and
like
that's
I've
what
never
hurts the
seen a
most.
Rangers team with any sort of killer instinct in my lifetime.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like this, it's yet again an example that represents the franchise, and that's what's the sad part is that like it's the same thing, and if anything, I could argue this is worse because of the fact that these guys are being paid more money and these guys are considered stars in the league, or at least the case for Panarin and Zibanejad. And this is the effort, especially from Panarin. Like at least Zibanejad, I think, has been, consistent through most of the postseason thus far. But Panarin, yikes.
All right, yeah, Panarin and Fox have been pissing me off so much this postseason, just recently rather, just with the way that they're playing. And everyone wants to say Fox is hurt, but unless he like took something to his brain to lose half of it, I don't get how someone could play as dumb as he kind of is now.
Honestly, you're not wrong about that too, and that was my
And
issue with last year too. When people were using the injury excuse, like he was making boneheaded plays.
right. And I don't know what clicked for me at this point in the game when I just realized that this is a complete disaster. Maybe when they didn't even score on it, just it was after they had already taken either a 2-1 or 3-1 lead. Jordan Stahl was behind the net 1-on-4 for a solid 30 seconds without anyone even like fighting him for the puck. Still in a close game with about 10 minutes left. And I remember watching that and being like, oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, you saw from the jump. You simply saw from the jump that this was gonna go this way. They get the shorthanded goal, you think maybe, but they played way too complacent the entire game. It's that simple. But you have anything else to add, Luke?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you hopping on.
Appreciate you having me.
Have a good night.
You too, man.
Man, there's nothing else to say other than that. Just he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And I did give the Canes credit, but there's also a truth to the fact that this is the Rangers' DNA. This is their DNA at the end of the day. We'll go to Raphael. What's going on, though? How you doing?
Hey, yeah, I feel like, the problem is like the young players, they're immature, and so you can understand that, but then our veterans are playing like the young players. They're also immature.
Yeah, I mean,
So so how can we win?
yeah, I mean, you're seeing more, you know, a better effort from guys like Lafreniere and Cooley most of this postseason. Not that I think Cooley had the best game tonight, same with Lafreniere, but like most of the postseason, yeah, I mean, it's been that way.
And I noticed the game was going wrong even before they scored the first goal against us. When like after we already killed the penalty, they're just chipping the puck out of the defensive zone, and they already killed the penalty. They're just chipping it out of the zone with 17 left in the third.
Yeah, they're just icing the puck at will, and that's what's even more infuriating, especially because the breakouts have been abysmal all postseason long thus far, and tonight it was even more apparent, and they got exposed for it.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, hopefully, we do have a different coach, and they've surprised us in Game 3, so maybe they surprise us in Game 6.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they still have a chance to win the series, but there has to be a clear adjustment, and that you got to see it from Game 6, because if they don't show it in Game 6, then Game 7 is going to be rough. And
That's what I think as well.
yeah, but you got anything else to say?
Yeah, that's about it. I don't think anyone's making it past Florida, to be honest. But at least we would have had a chance if we closed it out. But yeah, it's gonna be rough now.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you for stopping in, though. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't disagree with the thing about Florida, but we have to cross that bridge when we get there. And sure, you could say that too much cockiness when they win, too much the sky's falling when they lose, but it's losses like this are inexcusable. And how could you not be cocky when the team starts 7-0 in the playoffs, and now there's just zero balls and zero heart with the team? Wow, look at who we got. Look at who we got.
What is up? I just need to come on here for a few minutes just to vent. Like, there's so much to say. There really is. First off, I mean, Panarin, regular season merchant. He's been a joke. I know he scored the Game 3 OT winner. That's cool. But what has he done besides that? Can anyone tell me? Because he honestly looks worse to me than the last two playoffs. Like, besides a few clutch moments.
I wouldn't say last year, but the year before, there's an argument.
Either way, every year's just been a disaster. Fox, I don't know. I think he needs to. Stat Boy Steven, I think, had a point. At first, I was like, I think sitting him is a little far. But as that game went on, dude, if you like really lock in on him, he looks lost. He looks lost. Maybe I don't know if I can go as far as benching him still for Zach Jones, but dude, he needs to find his way in the lineup. Zach Jones, I don't know who for, but as you said, he needs to come back in. I don't know for who though.
It's the only realistic option's Gustafsson, but
they're not going to scratch anyone else.
Yeah, there's just no way it's gonna be. I mean, I would go as far to say I would even give Ruedel a chance. I would put both of them in, but that's never gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, I think that you could at least ask for, Gustafson out and Jones in, but it's just not going to happen either, probably.
Yeah, and as we said with Gallant, you brought it up earlier. The quote: "We might be owing him a very, very massive apology by Saturday." Uh, what else? What else? Wemberg and Rostovic are the worst deadline acquisitions I've ever seen, and people really try to convince themselves otherwise with it. Like, I don't know in all in year how those are your acquisitions. But Drury was too soft to trade Capo Caco for Frank Vetrano and Adam Henrique, which I wasn't even that big of a fan of. But dude, that would have been a lot better than what we have now. I'll tell you that.
I'm at the point where I agree. And like seeing how Kaka's been this entire postseason
He
too.
doesn't have one goal, right?
Does he have a point?
Yeah, that's another.
Actually, I think he has like 1 point, but yeah, like at this point, it would have been worth it. It would have been worth it to go make a move like that to get Vetrano and Henrique, but it's so annoying with Wenberg. Like, at least he's got a goal and assist. Yeah, he does have a goal. I don't know why I blanked on the fact that he did score.
Did he? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
against Washington, like off a turnover. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why I blanked on that, but
good for him.
yeah, I don't know.
I just don't get how this team hasn't learned anything from the last 2 years, blowing 2-0 leads. It just tells you the mentality of the group and the leadership being a problem. And as you see in the post-game quotes, Berg is worse than Ryan Strom. Yeah,
This comment is so true. It's like it's the same thing with the two of them where you're just they're getting the opportunities, they're getting tap-in chances, and they just are not burying them at all.
damn right. I mean, Ryan Strom at least would have some sort of an impact on the offensive side. Like Wenberg is, dude, the worst offensive-minded player I've ever seen in my life. It's bad, but that's really all I have to say. I don't have any faith as you said as well here going to Game 6, and if it goes to a Game 7, I'll probably be even less optimistic about that. So
I'm already at the point where I'm accepting that's probably just gonna go 7.
yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be really really fun. So yeah, I'll let you get another caller in here and just somehow shock me and win on Thursday. That's all.
Hopefully, but sadly, it's probably Pivot. But
Most definitely Tomlin AB. If only I had the AB jersey shirt right now. But yeah, thank you for letting me on, and see you guys.
yeah, thanks for joining in. But I haven't heard anything about this. If that's true, then like Troy would have to get fired on the spot. But I doubt there's any truth to that whole thing about an offer with Keller. But Matt,
Yo, what's up, everybody? Same old, right?
Yeah.
Complacency once again strikes this team.
Yep, it's sadly nothing new.
You know when we should have known this team was fucked this game? Do you remember that play in the second period when they were on the power play and Taravainen carried the puck up the ice and there was 3 guys around them and he just let them skate into the zone with no pressure at all?
Yeah,
That's what I knew. I should have known that. Okay, yeah, they're losing this game.
that Gensel breakaway too.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Listen, it's like I said before. If they blow this, I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit that they won the President's Trophy. Like, cool, like nice accomplishment, but at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything. If they blow this 3-0 lead, team's gotta get nuked. Sorry, player.
Yeah.
Like there's no other way to put it. Like when your star player in Artemi Panarin goes out before the playoffs and said that we have to win the cup this year, and you're gonna go out in a sad fashion like that, like what else is there to do? And it's not like this is the first time they've done this either. Like I said, they beat the 2-0 allegations just to potentially blow a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, there's no option if they drop this. It
And then,
has
and
to
then,
change.
and then I know, like you said before, that that Rod made the adjustments. I don't even think it was Rod that made the adjustments. Even if he did, it was a small one. I think it's just more the Rangers let the Canes play their game.
I think
They
it's a bit of both.
they did. I mean, sure, there's still a little of a 1-3-1, but they're not pressuring the Canes into making mistakes. They're just letting them sit back and have the puck. And I said that going into the third period. I'm like, look, you got 20 minutes of this game until you advance. You gotta play smart and structured. But smart and structured doesn't mean sit back and give Carolina the puck and all the possession. Because eventually it will bite you in the ass. It did tonight. Letting and I don't know why they keep doing this over and over again, but it seems like with every coach, it just doesn't matter. I don't care how well your goalie is playing, whether it be Henrik Lundqvist, Igor, Mike Richter. I don't care if you're gonna let a team like Carolina have all the possession and all the puck, and you're just gonna let them rip shot after shot and keep having and just build up possession and build all the momentum. It's gonna come back to bite you. And doing that, it's not a winning formula for hockey games. It's not.
I agree with that, but I also do think there's been an adjustment with the way Carolina has played a bit. But yeah, a lot of it is the Rangers sitting back and just letting Carolina play their game. There's no way around it. And for this question, it's because of everybody that's on the top unit. They don't want to take anyone off, and the power play clicked most of the year. But they should change the power play at this point. It's not converting at all, but I don't think it's going to happen. And to answer this one, yeah, I've never seen people more pissed off about Dancing Larry doing his thing tonight than tonight.
Oh,
I don't know.
lineup adjustment needs to be made. I don't know.
Yeah,
You switch up that top six anyway. I mean, me personally, if Heedle's good to go, he's obviously going in.
I'm putting him in the top six.
I would do that. I'd sit VC. I'd let Edstrom get a run out there because right now he's not doing anything right now. It's like he's not being asked, but he's also not adding anything to this lineup. Jones should come in for Gus. I would, I mean, I would sit Truba too, but that's not going to happen. I don't know. They got to shake something up.
Well, this is not an overreaction. I could say right now that no matter what happens, unless VC goes off for the next whatever amount of games, he should not be a staple fourth liner next year. Like there's just no way they could continue to run this guy out there. I said it before that I'm not a VC guy, and it's just he's just so bad. But yeah, I would put Edstrom in the lineup. I agree. For what I would want, I don't even know how I would want the lineup constructed. Maybe you go with Kreider, Zibanejad, Lafreniere, since that worked for a couple shifts when they had that in Game 4. And then maybe the second line, you throw Hedel on the wing there now and, maybe see if that could, rejuvenate that second line a bit, get Panarin going a bit, and Trocheck, add some offense there. The third line, I guess you keep that intact, and then the fourth line, you end up just throwing Edstrom in there. But
That fucking third line, man, Jesus Christ, they couldn't score a goal to save their lives. I mean, how many times has Wember got to get into a dangerous position only to just miss the puck? Fucking either he shoots it over the net. I like Wenberg. I liked his addition to this team. I thought defensively he's really well. He plays really well, but this guy, guys, has no offensive talent whatsoever.
no, it's honestly infuriating. And if they find a way to win the next game and find a way to win the entire thing, it's going to be insane. The payday he's going to get just for being a cup winning third line center, even though he cannot finish for shit.
No.
And yeah, they did what the Islanders did. They just didn't test Freddie at all.
No, they had. I think I think Sean McDonough said, or Ray Ferraro said, after the Trouba goal, up until like, I think after the third or fourth Carolina goal, they had like 2 shots on net. Something like that. I mean,
It felt like a shot every 10 minutes. Like, it was ugly. But sadly, I'm not even surprised.
And that's why I blamed, and I'm fair of my criticism. But that's why I blamed Lavi tonight, because he's a cup winning coach. You got to know that you can't just sit back against a team like that. You can't. And listen, I've said Lavi's done a lot of great things this year. And look, if they blow this, I wouldn't fire him, because I think a lot more other players need to be moved on before he goes. But he needs to take a lot of blame tonight.
Yeah, I 1000% agree there. But I'm gonna wrap up the post game here because I have no desire to continue talking about this game at all tonight. I need to shower. I need to eat. But yeah, season's not over. So we'll be back at it again for game 6 now, and it's infuriating that we're gonna be there, but having to talk about it. But at the end of the day, that's where we are. So we'll be back. Season's not over. Hopefully they could find a way to pull a win out of their ass in Raleigh. And if it's not gonna happen there, then yeah. Well, all I could say is we have a lot of questions, but that is gonna be it for us. For me, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the post-game show. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next. I'll see you guys in the next one.